It is just an example of this is the person who has recently passed the PMP exam. How he prepared, it's just an example of that. So how long did you study for the PMP certification exam? What was the biggest struggle when you were preparing for the exam? How many similar questions were in the real exam which you had practiced? How many PMP certification exam questions did you practice before the exam? Getting it? So these are the type of questions that you should have, like if you have prepared well. So normally I will like to answer this based on my experience. How long do you need to study? So it may vary from person to person, but you need to put in an effort of 200 to 300 hours. It may vary from person to person, but this is the type of hours you need to spend. If you can spend 2 hours each day, then you can calculate, say you will need 100 days of time to prepare for it. If you can spend 4 hours a day, maybe you need to spend, say, 40, 50 days. Getting it? You need to spend this much time. There is no shortcut for this. What is the biggest struggle when preparing for the exam? The struggle that you are going to face is there are a lot of concepts that you need to understand. There are a lot of things that you need to mug up. And the most important or the challenging thing that candidates face while writing the exam is you already know about a concept, but the way of thinking of PMI, you need to understand that. The PMI way of thinking is very, very, very important to understand. In a practical world, way of working may be different, but in the PMI way of working, you need to understand what PMI says is the right thing to do. Like a simple example is your project is delayed and you want to ask your resources to complete this on time. What are the different options do you have? And PMI says
Yes,
overtime is not an option. So if you go ahead and choose an option where it is linked with overtime, extra effort and all, you are getting it wrong. Getting the idea? The PMI way of
understood.
thinking is overtime is never an option. So you need to be honest, you need to be transparent, you need to speak the truth about change request and all and all and all. So we need to understand PMI way of thinking. There is a concept or questions on bribery and all. We need to understand that bribery is not the right thing to do and all. So we need to be very practical from a
Okay.
opinion perspective. That is what is going to be the biggest challenge. So in a situational question, your experience, your practical knowledge is going to point in a different direction, and PMI way of thinking is going to pick you and take you to a direction which will not be comfortable in real world. So that mindset shift is the biggest challenge. So what are the different training materials that we will have? So we have something called as PMBOK, Project Management Book of Knowledge, which is like kind of the Bible that you can follow. Other than that, there is a book that I normally advocate is Rita Mulaki, RITA MULACHY. I am a founder of this book. From my perspective, Rita and PMBOK is a very good combination. And the next question is how many questions you need to prepare. So from my perspective, the way we will have an exam around 180 questions. So from my perspective, during this preparation of 200 hours of effort, you need to go through at least 3,000 to 4,000 set of questions. That way you will be able to understand where you are going wrong. If you are saying A is the right answer and the writer of the question is saying B is the right answer, you need to understand why B is the right answer and why not A. You need to fine tune that concept. So it is not just like reading and going through the material and you will be able to clear the exam. So you need to practice 3,000 to 4,000 questions slowly and slowly over a period of this 80, 100 days or 45 days, whatever time you choose. And on top of that question and answers, you will be able to understand how you are practicing it, the concept. If you're getting it right, if you're getting it wrong, what are the scenarios that you need to improve upon? That way you will be able to fine tune your preparation, and 3,000 to 4,000 questions is something that I suggest you need to practice. The last thing, as per my experience, I do not see that you will not be able to clear the exam because of shortage of time. Are you getting it? What I mean to say here? Shortage of time will not be the reason for you not clearing the exam. I can guarantee you that. What I mean here is, Joel or Ashish, can you explain me what I mean here?
We will be able to complete the 175 or required number of questions during the time frame provided
Yes.
within the
So
exam.
the required number of questions is 180 because you will never come to know which five is the one that is like a test pre-test question. So for us, the scope of work is 180. And if you have practiced well, if you have prepared well, I hope you will be able to complete the exam in 3 hours. That is normally the thing that I have experienced. I was able to complete my exam in 2.5 hours. When I had seen my manager complete the exam, he was the one who, like, by him, I got introduced to PMP. He has completed his exam in 3.5 hours as well. Many of the candidates who clear the exam 3.5 hours, they know. Okay, so it will not be the case that you are sitting in front of the exam and trying to do a lot of things and all and wasting time, and almost like 4.5 hours are gone. So the given time for you to complete the exam is 230 minutes, 230. I will just show you the allotted examination time. Normally, you can assume 4 hours. The examination is preceded by a tutorial and followed by a survey, which takes 5 to 15 minutes. So normally we say it's a 4-hour exam. Any question on the approach that you need to follow or the amount of effort that you need to put in for the preparation? What is the exam content? How, like, what is the sequence of event that we need to follow? I will repeat the sequence of event. You have to like complete this training. Even with the training, you just go and create your profile in PMI. It's a website, pmi.org. So it is more like the way you create an email address of yours on a Google account. You create an account on pmi.org. This is one thing. The second thing that you will have to do is you need to start filling up your application form. Along with doing the training, you can start filling up your application form. That is not a problem. Okay. It along with the application form, there is one section that will be asked where they will ask about the place from where you have completed this 35 hours of mandatory training. I'm just showing you an example. So once you have your credentials to log into PMI, once you've created an account, you go to the PMP section and you start filling up your application form. So you need to provide the details like this. What is your home address? What is your work address? What is the name you want on your certificate? What is your email address? What is your contact number? So this is the way you are going to fill an application form. Okay. In the same way, you need to fill up your PMP application form, and it is going to be kind of very similar to the way you have your profile, your CV. Very similar to that. It is just allowing me to submit now. So I will not submit it. The same way, I cannot do the PMP one, but you can create your account and you can start setting up your PMP application form. This is an old template that I have. I'm just showing you for reference. Okay. So Abhishek Kumar Sharma, you can correlate, right? Name, that is what I was showing you. Contact information, home, contact information, work. Getting it? You can correlate. Right?
Yes.
Address, name, email address, phone number. Name as should appear on certificate. Name on certificate. Which is the place from where you completed your education. Why this is needed? Because based on this, PMI need to decide whether you need to provide 3 years of experience or 5 years of experience, which you understand now, right? And this is the last thing that I was saying, from the name of the place from where you have completed your mandatory training. Getting it? PMP examination preparatory course, education course. When did you complete and from which place? That we need to provide, and your project details. Okay. I'm trying to show you a real application form. That is what I'm trying right now. I am logged in as another student and I will have her application form ready available here. You can see the status is your application has been approved. What it is saying, go to your PMI account to pay for your application. That is what I was saying. Once your application is approved, then you can go ahead and pay the money. So you can find the application pointers and your exam fees. So if you see, the exam fee is 23,500 rupees for a member And for a non-member, it is 42,863. That is why I suggested go and become a member by paying around $150, $130. Okay. I am trying to download the application form for this. Become a PMI member, view membership benefit. You can find an opportunity and all that. See, view your application. This is a real application. Okay, the name goes in here, your address goes in here, your education goes in here. This is what we have seen. The project management experience. What is the title and what is your job title? These are two different things. What is the role that you are playing in the project and what is your job title? Normally, you should have a project manager. What was the methodology that you followed? What was the team size? What was the budget? What was the start date? What was the end date of the project? And a short description of the project. Okay, the same thing that you need to mention for your project and the place from where you did your mandatory training. That's it. This is what goes in detail of your application form. Okay, if you see, the application was submitted around 11th of September. Okay, and that is why it is saying 84 or some days valid. So once your application is approved, from that day it is valid for 365 days. You have 89 days remaining to pay for and schedule and take your exam. Around 9th of December, the application was approved. From that day, it is valid for 365 days.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.